Okay.
All right, go for it.
All right, thanks. Okay. Hello, everyone. Today is June 29th, 2023. This is the Kubernetes Storage SIG meeting. Today, we're going to go over 1.28 planning spreadsheet. And the next deadline is July 18th. That's the code freeze. So if you are working on a feature, please remember this is the date that all the code related to a feature targeting for 1.28 needs to be merged. Okay, so Sar, can you go to the spreadsheet? Thanks. So let's go over this. The first one is recover from array size failure. Do we have Herman here? Does not look like Herman is there today. So, Michelle, do you know if there's any update on this?
I think Haman said he was going to look into it. So I think he's actively working on it.
Okay, thanks. And the next one is issues related to assuming volumes are mock points. So this is a bug fix. This Xing here. Says, okay, so Xing's not here, so probably no update. And then next one is the provision volumes from cross namespace snapshot PVC. So do you have any update on this one? Is anyone here today? Michelle, do you know if there is any?
Yeah, so this one is blocked on making the reference grant API pulled into Kubernetes core. There is a design proposal out for it, but it did not get approved in time for this release. So I think this is something we need to continue to drive for the next release. And I think Takafumi was planning to help push the design through.
Oh,
but yeah, we can mark it as, well, I guess it's currently alpha, but it's kind of blocked on beta.
Okay. Thanks. The next one is CSI volume health, additional metrics, E2E test. Yeah, so this one there's a new contributor who is looking at the E2E test. And next one.
Quick question about this. So, do
volume
we know
health?
where? Yeah, actually, the end-to-end tests. So, I believe that we had said that, I think a few meetings back, we had said that we may be able to help out on this. I'm not sure what happened finally. So it's okay if somebody's already started on this. That's not an issue. But I was just curious if they were still looking for help or not.
Yeah, so I think for the E2E test, I will check with this person who is working on this, right? So I think she's ramping up. That's why it's a little slow. But I think she started to look at E2E test. But I think in terms of how to move this feature forward, because I think we are kind of blocked right now, right? E2E test is one thing. The other thing is we are looking at how we can really move this feature forward. Do we want to like add some other house status, maybe maybe we need to move them into the PV or PVC status, things like that. So those type of things, maybe we actually should talk about that.
Got it.
I don't know if, yeah.
I may have misstated. I think the tests that we were looking at were the conformance tests earlier. So there was somebody from New Zealand, I believe, who was looking into that at one point. Yeah.
This
I don't
one,
know if,
I'm not aware of that. I don't, if someone is working on this one, this person definitely have not talked to me about this.
Okay. That's fine. I think we can follow up separately. I think it came up in one of the meetings, but I don't think it was part of your planning spreadsheet, if I remember right. So that may be something else. So I think that's fine.
Yes, probably not for this feature conformance. I don't think, because this one doesn't really have any API changes. So
right.
Yeah.
So okay, sounds good.
Yeah, we can follow up offline on this one.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. And then next one, change block tracking. So I know that we had a meeting, the CSI Community Sync Up meeting to discuss this, and the core is supposed to update the CAP, but I didn't join yesterday's deeping working group.
We're still in process on that. We're still updating.
Okay.
Thanks.
Still working on that? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. And next one, enable privileged containers for Windows. So menu,
yeah,
your team is looking at this, right?
Yes, so we are still interested in doing this. I think we need to figure out how we are going to prioritize this work. So I'm in the process of trying to determine exactly when and how we can start contributing on this. There was a discussion last week where we talked a little bit about what the approach should look like, and Mauricio asked us to add some comments to the KEP based on that. So I think once we have figured out when we can actually start work on this, I will come back to this forum and provide an update. We are definitely interested in doing this. It's just a question of when. That's it. So.
Okay, thank you for that update. And next one, secure Linux relabeling using mount options. So I think Young's PTO, so I don't know if there's any update on this one. Michelle, do you know if there's any update?
Sorry, which one is this?
Secure Linux.
Oh, so this one is dependent on the reconstruction one. And so Jan has a fix out for the reconstruction issue, and that's being reviewed.
Okay, thanks. And then, okay, we have a CSI migration, remove entry GCE.
So the plugin has been removed. I think that PR went in a couple days ago. The overall GCE provider, I think, has not been removed yet, but that's being tracked by different people. That it is not here. It's
okay.
Being handled by SIG cloud provider.
Okay, so that's not targeting 1.28, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the status is.
Okay. All right. Thanks. And then we have, I think those are just to keep track. And then we have the Ceph RBD deprecation. I believe there is a PR out. I don't remember if that's merged yet. Michelle, do you remember Ceph RBD one? Is that merged?
I think so. The deprecation notice.
Okay. And okay. And then the next one is SAP-FS, and there's also a PR. Is that also merged?
I believe so.
Okay, thanks.
Can we mark both of these as completed, or do we need to keep tracking some additional work?
We probably want to keep it just to make sure if we have any documentation needs to be done. I don't know if there's additional documentation that is needed.
Yeah,
I'll
we
check.
probably want to do a docs update.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay, thanks. I'll go ahead and mark both of these as started. Okay.
And let's see, next one is okay, better default storage class. So so we know that the cap was merged. I don't know if yeah, I'm not sure if there was any PRs for this yet. Michelle, do you know? This is the default storage class one.
I think the GA promotion PR merged.
Okay.
So this is done besides docs updates.
Okay, so there's no additional coding, right, needed, right? There's
Correct.
no, okay, tests are all done and merged. Okay,
Correct.
that's it. So this one is almost complete. Okay, thanks. And next one is quality of service for volumes.
Yeah, so I think I saw the CSI spec changes are under review, and I believe Kalori started a PR for the API changes. And then Sunny is working on like a doc to just divide up a bunch of tasks so that we can kind of figure out amongst the group if multiple people want to help implement this feature, we can sort of divide up the tasks that way.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I just wanted to confirm a couple of things regarding this. We missed the CSI community sync meeting, but I read through the summary and just wanted to confirm a couple of things. One was that it seemed like it was decided in the meeting that the resizer sidecar will essentially now watch for notifications for the QoS attribute changes as well, and in addition to any changes to the size of the volume. So, is that something that's been finalized? Has that been decided?
I mean, I think that's the most likely path that we want to take. Did you have concerns about that?
No, I think that's actually the right approach. We are fully aligned with that. I just wanted to make sure that, you know, that is the path that we are headed down. So
yeah, that's the current plan.
Excellent. And the other question that I had was, are we targeting 128 for the implementation for this at this point, or?
We're trying to. I mean, realistically, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So I don't know if everything's going to be completed in the 128 timeframe, but I think we're definitely going to actively work on it.
Yeah, so if you're looking for any help, please let us know. We would be more than happy to contribute to the implementation from our side.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so
Sunny,
once Sunny is back, I'm going to ask her to share the doc that she has. She started a doc to kind of break out all the implementation into different parts with the purpose of we can, you know, kind of spread out the work amongst folks.
Got it. Yeah, that's great. We'll look forward to that. I also wanted to mention one other thing, and this may not be relevant to other storage providers, but it is essentially a problem that we found when we were looking at our analysis of this issue. So right now, on the AWS side, if we do multiple modifications for a volume, then there's typically a cooldown period of about 6 hours that is enforced by the by our backend before subsequent modifications can happen. So the consequence of that is that if we do a modification of the size and the QoS parameters one after the other, the second update is going to have to wait for 6 hours. So what the challenge that we have on our side is that it's possible that multiple requests can land on different sidecars, and when they come to the CSI driver, they may not be able to come. They may not come at the same time. So because of the way the leader election is set up for the sidecars, each sidecar picking its own leader, there is a possibility that we get the requests at different times, and that causes one of the requests to get delayed. So to solve this problem, we are actually implementing a request coalescing capability on our side, which will essentially take the two requests and kind of merge them and make a single request on the backend in order to allow both the operations to happen simultaneously. So we are going to be implementing that from our side. I think everything is still in line with what the KEP is proposing. So I don't think there are any concerns from that side. I just wanted to mention this because this may be a problem that you may hit in some other form, because depending on how the leader election happens for each of the sidecars, there may be some scenarios like that you may have to think about as well. So.
Yeah, that's definitely good and good to consider. I think from what I know of the GCP API, it's 2 different calls, like resize,
right.
The capacity is a different call than the IOPS, and so it doesn't have that issue.
Right.
But I
right.
think definitely other systems might have that issue. But I would also say, like, if more people have a similar issue, maybe one thing we can consider is, like, because I think right now in the KEP, the capacity and the attributes are separate. We could think about trying to combine that into like a single modify volume call.
Yeah.
But I think right now with the KEP currently proposed, it doesn't have that. But maybe it's something we can consider as an addition.
Yeah, actually, we thought about that. I understand that it's a special case scenario for us, so I'm okay if we decide not to move forward on that front. But it would really simplify our life in terms of if there was a single API call that came into the driver with both of those attributes being passed in at the same time. So instead of 2 gRPC calls, if it was one, then we don't have to worry about solving that problem from our end. So I mean, just something that I think if there is some flexibility in that side, that would be really awesome if we can incorporate that. But as things stand, we can still implement this operation from our side with some changes at our end. So.
Yeah, I think it'll be good to see, like, once people start implementing this, if they also come up with the same problems.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So so I think just in terms of implementation, yeah, do let us know where, how, and when we can help in this respect, and we'll be happy to contribute to that. And we will probably start our implementation of this request coalescing capability at some point within the next week or so. And we'll let you folks know if we have any concerns on that. But as of now, this is more just for information than anything else. So.
Great, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so the next one, robust volume manager reconstruction. I believe we got an update earlier from Michelle.
Yeah, that's right. Jan has a bug fix out for review.
Thanks. And next one is PV last phase transition time. Yes, so this one we also have the cap merged. Michelle, do you know, do we have any PR submitted for this one already?
Yeah, the PR is under active review. I made some comments a couple days ago.
Okay, thanks. So the next one, voting expansion for stateful sets. So it looks like Haman is not here today. I'm not sure if there's any update on the design. There's a cap. I know there are some reviews going on. I don't know if Michelle, did you take a look of that?
I haven't seen any latest updates. I think Hamad has been paying more attention to it than I have.
Okay, thanks. And next one is non-graceful no shutdown. Yes, this one, we also have the cap merged. And Ashmash has submitted a work in progress E3 test PR. Okay, and the last one is the storage capacity scoring. This is for design in 1.28. I don't know, Michelle, are there any PRs out for review? Or is it
This
cap?
is the
Cap, right?
scheduling one.
Yeah, the capacity scoring.
Yeah. I have not had a chance to look at the cap yet, but the cap is out for review.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so that's all we have in the spreadsheet. And we don't have any PRs or design review requests. Are there anything else folks want to discuss today? Okay, if not, then you have more than 30 minutes back. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Take
Thank
care.
you all. Thank you.